I guess one of the traits that I've seen from you is athleticism. That really pops on. So, is that something you train, and where does that come from?
I feel like, man, just being from South Florida, Broward County, we all fast, we all speedy. I'm a big guy, but, I can move for my size, so out there just, growing up, just always doing ladder drills, always working agility with the little guys, and it just kind of, I guess, translated, helps me out a little bit.
What are some of the macro big picture goals?
Say it one more time, sir.
The macro big picture goals for this season.
Personally or team?
Goals.
I'll go with team first,
Okay.
But as far as the team, I just want to be able to contribute to help this team win as much as possible. The reason I came here was to win. I feel like I'm a winner. I don't do anything to not put my best foot forward. I want to win, and that's why I came here. So, and I feel like we got a collective of guys who want to win. All the outside stuff that people may be saying about, the program, anything people say, it's like it hasn't even filtered into our building. You know what I'm saying? As far as the players, coaches, and the staff goes. So. And on a personal level, I just want to be the best player I can be. I don't want to put any, numbers on or anything like that. I just know I want to be the best I can do personally. I feel like I'm the best D tackle in this conference. I ain't played yet, but I feel like that personally. I really don't see why I can't get that feed and do those things. I just gotta work, and the work will tell itself.
Does it help too when you're suiting up against guys that have played this system now for 2 or 3 years and have a firm understanding? Does that help accelerate your integration into the line?
I feel like the way Coach Rob has the room is very, everybody's gonna help each other. We're very, if you don't get this, a player may be able to help you, not just Coach Rob. So it's like everybody will help you get up to speed. And I feel like them guys will definitely help me be at the party where I need to be to help contribute.
Compare the Florida summers to the Arizona summers.
Well, with Florida, it's more humid. It's definitely more humid, so you can sweat more, but it's hot. It's definitely the desert for sure. It's crazy when I first got off the plane and seen cactuses, or cacti, I guess that's how you say it. So cacti, all over the place. So that's different. It's hot, for sure. 100 degrees plus every day is crazy.
Besides the weather, how else was that transition going from Miami to Tempe?
Coming from Miami to Tempe, it was pretty smooth. I actually I had a close friend who plays for the Arizona Cardinals, Marco Wilson. He was out here, so I went to high school with him, played Little League with him, and when I came on my visit, we chopped it up and talked about things. He's just been able to help me just acclimate and be comfortable here too. So definitely that. But yeah, I guess the transition was smooth. I've been chilling. Yeah, I don't do too much.
I don't know if I missed this, but how are you feeling physically, mentally, having get to work?
Oh, I feel great. Tomorrow's first day of practice, so just ready to get out there on that grass. On Sun Devil now, so happy to be here.
Coach Emerson said yesterday that the D-line could be the catalyst for this defense. What do you guys have to accomplish to make sure you can be that anchor?
We just got to come and set the tone every day. I feel like as a unit, we got to be able to set the tone. And so you got to leave everything outside the building. When you come in, put that work hat on, and, be a man and just get your job done.
You talked about your excitement for the first day of practice. What's it like in the room, or is everybody else kind of excited too and ready to go?
I feel like definitely the tempo around the building is upbeat. Everybody's been antsy. A lot of dudes haven't put pads on since spring. Me personally, I haven't put pads on since we played Duke when I was back in Miami. So it's been a little while for me. So I'm definitely ready to get out there.
Donnie was saying he's excited about getting back to this for the season. Is that aggressive approach that excites you?
Yeah, definitely. I knew coming in it was going to be an aggressive defense. A little bit of their defense is very similar to what I've been running for the past few years back at Miami. So that's also why it was a pretty easy transition because just different verbiage, different language, but it's essentially the same jobs. And what we had was very aggressive, and what they do here is very aggressive. They get after it.
Donnie's kind of mentioned how the defense is kind of the same from what it was previous years. I know you weren't here for it, but any players that have kind of taken you under their wing and kind of like a player coach on the field and say, this is what we did last year, this is what you're going to see in the Pac-12?
I don't think anybody can really take me under their wing. No disrespect to anybody, but I just feel like I'm my own man. Everybody can help each other, but I'm not under nobody's wing.
Does anybody help you then?
Definitely all the guys help, from Mike Matooth to TJ to Omar. Everybody, like I said, everybody definitely has helped me move along pretty well.
How do you feel about the depth in the D-line? It looks like you got a lot of guys that can be pretty good players.
Yeah, Yeah, definitely. We got a lot of good guys in the room. Like I said, Mike Matus is a very good guy that's had the last few years. Coop is actually I feel like underrated. That's a really good football player. I watched tape from them last year, and I'm really happy to play with 96. Happy to be on my side of the ball. Another young dude, Robbie Harrison. We got BJ Green. A lot of young dudes that can definitely help us out. Like I said, Omar, TJ, those guys are definitely seasoned and ready to help.
Did you get to know Coach Likens?
Yeah, Coach Likens was he was the receivers coach back in Miami. So Coach Likens was definitely a cool coach. Upbeat. Bring that energy every day. So yeah.
Big Yankees fan too.
Oh yeah, I ain't never talked to him about baseball, but yeah.
It seems like right now around college football there might be a lot of negative stuff with the transfer portal, conference realignment. But can you talk about what the transfer portal meant to your situation?
As far as the transfer portal goes, I personally, I have no problem with it. I feel like it puts the power in the players' hands, which is something that college football hasn't had for a while, and it's something that people used to get in trouble for. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely cool. I never thought I would even have to use the portal, but it was a tool in my pocket to be able to help me take the next step to where I want to go. So I'm all for it, definitely.
And now that you're here, what are you most excited about the opportunity here at ASU?
With the opportunity here at ASU, I feel like where I'm at in my career, I feel like I'm back in the underdog stage. Everything goes 180. It always flips. It goes up and down. It's kind of like a hill. So I feel like where I'm at with it is there. So I feel like this program's in an underdog state, and everybody, like I said, is doubting it. But it's not in this building. It's like I wanted to be a part of that, to help it be that catalyst, help it push. Leave a mark here.
All that outside noise, obviously with so many different people coming in from so many different places, that's sort of an extra motivation to try to build that up and get up that.
Say it one more time.
With all the outside noise, but with also so many people coming in, you talk about wanting to embrace that underdog mentality. Is that a lot of extra motivation that's building right now, you think?
I don't want to speak for everybody in the building, but I feel like it's definitely it's not something that bothers nobody, but we're ready to take on that role.
Was that shared underdog mentality a big catalyst in you coming here?
Shoot, you can say that. I feel like me coming here, a big role in that was just coaching. Coach Herm, like you guys say, Coach Donnie, Coach Rob Rodriguez, his track record, all their track records and their resumes, and what they were able to lay out for me on my visit was that was what made me come here.
And what was you sort of fast track this to the ultimate goal of reaching for yourself? Is that sort of the overarching sort of mission?
I mean, of course, I feel like if you're not doing it for that, what are you doing it for? Essentially, so yeah, of course that's a goal. But right now, I just like to be where my 2 feet are at. And right now, we got fall camp tomorrow, so that's what I'm worried about.
And how has the sort of process of acclimating to a new environment been? And how confident are you, and kind of pumped are you to get back in the field there?
A new environment's always good. Sometimes you need to change the scenery, just to switch up and get them change of gears in you. So it's always good. And me personally, I'm pumped. I'm ready to get out.
And as far as your role this year, it's going to be big. You're on a defensive line that still has a lot of depth, but you may headline that too. Is there any pressure with that, or are you sort of used to that at that point? At this point?
I wouldn't even like to say I'm headlining anything. It's a group. It's a collective. It's a collective because if I go out there and go get a sack, it may be because Mike Matus set that edge and the quarterback couldn't run out. So it's not anything like that. I feel like I'm just here to help. You know what I'm saying, and contribute. I don't want to feel like it's any pressure on me because it's not. I'm at a stage where it's like pressure's not really nothing. It's just you got to go out there and do your job every day and earn it.
What type of difference do you kind of think you bring to this room as well? I mean, you've talked about some of the geographical differences coming down here, but just attitude-wise, kind of what do you think you add to the room?
Me personally, I feel like I play with an edge. Every down I play with an edge. I want to make the person in front of me feel me because that's what a D lineman does. Every play is how do I say? Every play you got to strain. You're not a DB. You can run out there on that play, shadow the receiver. No, you got to strain every play. So I feel like the attitude I bring is just me personally, a dog mentality. I'm ready to roll. Like Saturdays come, I'm there always. So yeah.
I feel like the special is pretty celebrated and rise in fans. They really do a lot in terms of stopping the run, filling in those gaps, really creating a barrier. What can you tell fans about what you do?
I wouldn't say I'm really a nose tackle. I play defensive line. I could play any of them positions personally. But like I said, to help this team win, coach said I got to be a nose tackle, so I play that for him. So, but I feel like I'm a defensive lineman. I can contribute anywhere on that field. So, but as far as that goes, the glory gonna come in the wins, and the glory gonna come, in the blessings. So, my glory personally is when I whip that dude in front of me and I'm banging on my chest. That's when you're gonna know what I do for sure.